On March 31st, 2024, while on patrol, deputies observed a vehicle driving recklessly at speeds exceeding 80 miles per hour in a 55 miles per hour zone and conducted a traffic stop.
Hold on, he's braking.
You can put me on that assistant Walmart.
Yes.
616 traffic.
Definitely.
Ma'am,
Yes, sir.
how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
You got your license, registration, proof of insurance?
Sir, I'm trying to find it right now. Here's my license.
Thank you, ma'am. You know why I stopped you?
No, sir.
No? You were driving pretty fast. You know what the speed limit is here?
I see it says 55.
You were doing upwards of 80. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Do you have your registration?
I don't think so. I don't know what it looks like.
Okay. Well, just do me a favor. Just see if you can't find it. I'm just going to go back here and run this, make sure everything's good on our end, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, so just hang tight and see if you can't find that registration, all right?
On March 31st, 2024, deputies in Pasco County, Florida, stopped a driver doing 80 inches of 55 zone on US 19. Under Delaware versus Prowse, probable cause from an observed violation makes the stop constitutionally sound. The legal dispute begins when the deputy demands the driver surrender her keys before any arrest decision. Pennsylvania versus Mimms authorizes ordering a driver out of the vehicle, not seizing the ignition keys. No established Florida or federal precedent supports a key demand during a non-custodial traffic stop. The deputy's own statement confirms the original intent was a notice to appear, not a custodial arrest.
Yeah, you need to.
Why? Am I going to go to jail?
Yes.
Why am I? No.
Just hand me your keys. Just hand me your keys. Hey,
What are you doing?
give me your keys.
No!
Give me your keys. Ma'am, give me your keys.
Get away from me!
Give me your keys.
Get away from me!
Give me your keys.
He has
Ma'am.
my keys! He has my keys! Mom!
No one has your keys. Step out of the vehicle. Unbuckle. Step out of the vehicle.
Hey, get away
Ma'am,
from me!
unbuckle. Step out of the vehicle. Step out of the vehicle.
Get away from
Step
me!
out of the vehicle.
Out! Hey!
Step out of the
You
vehicle.
don't let me go so that I can get out!
Move your hand.
Hey
Move your hand.
Siri, call Auntie Boo!
Step out of the vehicle. Step out of the
Okay?
vehicle.
You're dragging me out of the
Because you're not
car!
listening.
No, that's
Put your hands behind
not
your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Hey!
Put your hands behind your back.
Hey! What are y'all doing?
Why are you not listening? Let go of the phone. Let go of the phone.
Oh my gosh, please!
Huh?
Ow! Please help!
Just relax.
No, what are you
Relax.
guys doing?
You're not listening.
Why am I under arrest? Why am I under arrest? Ah! Hey Siri, call Auntie Pooh! Hey Siri, call Auntie Pooh!
616, I get 94.
Oh my gosh!
Show me 11015 female.
What are y'all doing? What am I being arrested for?
At this point, obstruction and reckless driving.
Obstruction of what?
They're in here. Come here.
Sir, what am I doing? Oh my goodness, what are you guys doing right now?
You're under arrest
Why am I under arrest?
for reckless driving and obstruction.
Obstruction of what?
Because you didn't listen to a lawful order.
How?
I told you. I told you to give me your keys.
I asked you why.
You don't have to know. You don't have to know.
Why don't I have to know? What? Can you please let me call somebody?
We're past that at this point.
What did I do to you? You're dog walking me outside of my car. What did I do to you? What am I being arrested for? Oh my gosh.
You have a female physical first search.
Just go through that car for me.
No, what are y'all doing? Hey, stop slamming me on the car.
No one's slamming you.
Yes,
Relax.
you are.
Slamming you.
Yes, you are. I'm
Just
not
relax.
doing anything.
Just relax.
No, I'm not doing anything. But why are you searching my car? You cannot search my car. No, explain it to me now. Explain it to me now.
Checking the grass and the keys are covered.
What am I under arrest for?
Reckless driving and obstruction.
Obstruction of what, sir?
Failing to listen to law.
What lawful command did you give me that I didn't listen to?
Told you to give me your keys, and then when we told you to step out, you refused to do so.
You guys were already coming up on my car on both sides. What
It
do you
doesn't
mean?
matter. You're under arrest.
Arrest for what? I'm not understanding what you're talking about at all.
What you got to drink?
I haven't been drinking, sir.
This female, she's going to search. Do you have anything illegal on your person that she needs to know about? What she does?
No.
Do you have anything on you? You have anything concealed in your undergarments or in your pockets?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna check, okay? Separate your feet for me.
You just asked me to separate them. I am. You don't have to kick my ankle.
Okay, alright. She's good. Is she going in your car?
Guy, you want to put her in ours?
Yes.
It's right over here.
Actually, can she sit in yours?
Absolutely.
Can I please
Come
call
on
my
back over
aunt?
here. Not yet. Come on back over here.
Can I get my stuff, please?
Nope. We're gonna go around to the passenger side.
Stay tight for a minute, all right?
What stuff did you want?
My phone.
Your phone?
Yes.
Okay. You have a purse or anything in there?
No.
Okay. Hang tight. Huh?
I do have my purse, but I need my phone.
Okay. You don't get your phone.
I have multiple things in there.
Okay. They're not going anywhere.
That's why I'm
The driver swatted the deputy's hand during key retrieval. This became the basis for a third-degree felony charge. Florida Statute 843.01, resisting with violence, requires knowing and willful opposition through force. A reflexive hand swat in response to an uninvited reach into the vehicle sits at that statute's lowest threshold. The misdemeanor charge under 843.02, resisting without violence, is more proportionate here. Physical extraction must be evaluated under Graham versus Connor's three-factor reasonableness test: severity of crime, threat posed, and active resistance. Reckless driving is nonviolent. No weapon was present. These factors do not prohibit extraction, but they constrain the level of force applied during it. The vehicle search conducted after the subject was restrained raises a distinct Fourth Amendment issue. Arizona versus Gant limits searches incident to arrest to situations where the arrestee can still reach the vehicle or where evidence of the arrest offense may be inside. Neither condition is clearly satisfied on these facts.
During transport, the situation continued to escalate when the woman's uncle arrived and demanded answers from deputies about why she had been arrested.
Give me a call. You right there. You can tell me why
I don't have to tell you.
You don't have to. You right. You don't have to.
I'm not
You
going
don't have to. We're not going to do this tit for tat. All right. I came
All right.
down here to ask you a question.
Yeah,
Maybe you was the wrong one I should have talked to when I got out. All right.
Okay. You can.
Sir, what can I help you with?
Yes, I'm trying to figure out. I just got a call. My niece traveling from Pasco back to Sarasota is being arrested,
Correct.
and I drove all the way down here. I'm trying to find out why.
Sure.
I'm driving the highway to see why.
Yeah, I can tell
Then
you.
once I see, could you please tell me if you don't mind?
Absolutely. So your niece was traveling at 25 miles per hour over the speed limit, weaving between heavy congested US 19 traffic, causing dangers to other vehicles on the roadway.
Okay.
We conducted a traffic stop on the vehicle, complete cordial encounter. Our initial intent was to release her with what's called a notice to appear, which is like a ticket to show up for court.
Okay.
All right. At that time, I asked her to hand me her keys for the vehicle because of the nature of how she was driving, and I didn't want her to drive away from us. It was a lawful request. She refused that lawful request. I asked her multiple times without getting in her car, without pulling her out of the car. She continued to refuse. At that time, I told my partner, Officer Compador, to go ahead and have her exit the vehicle. I attempted to pull the keys out of the vehicle. She swatted my hand away to try and keep me from pulling the key out. I still pulled the key out. We went, pulled her out of the vehicle, placed her under arrest. She's currently under arrest for reckless driving and resisting an officer with violence and speeding.
Speeding, resisting arrest, and what
reckless
else?
driving. And reckless driving.
Let me have your, do you have a card?
Sure, I can get you a
Let
card.
me get your card,
Yeah.
because I'm going to write all this down and all that. And that was very simple. That's all I needed.
Intention on giving you a call back as soon as we were done here, because our first priority is getting her up to the jail, getting our paperwork completed, and then I had every intention on calling you, okay? However, right, we don't owe you an explanation
No, you
because
don't.
she's an adult, right?
Right.
She made her own choices, right?
But this was simple. You see that?
I understand, but you have to understand that
I understand all of that, man. I do.
tensions are high, man. My recommendation going forward, right? If you have any kind of relationship with her, understand this would have not ended in an arrest. That officer, that's my partner. He's in training right now. I'm training him. I had every intention on explaining to him that she probably, because she has a clean driving record.
Right.
I said, we're going to release her probably with an NTA. That's what I was going to tell him up until she resisted and wouldn't follow simple instructions. So it would, if you have a relationship with her, I would advise that you tell her that this could have all been avoided, and now she has a criminal record. So I will absolutely get you a card with all of our information on it. All right.
Clean record, man. That's why I'm sitting there like.
But again, there was no. We were cordial with her from the get go. 25 over the speed limit. She was going 80 in the 55, weaving between cars.
All right, and she was.
She was southbound on US 19,
Right.
going over the hump, over
Coming
49th
over
Street.
right here, 49.
Yep, absolutely. You got a card?
Yep.
Cool. You got all the info on it?
Yep.
Okay, so this Officer Comprador, he's the primary officer, okay? I'm Officer Guy, I'm his field training officer. That's Officer Buckins. She was assisting with the arrest.
Officer Guy receives a B-. Professional communication, but the key demand lacked legal foundation. Officer Compadre receives a C+. No de-escalation was attempted before physical contact. Officer Buckins receives a B. The pat-down was conducted professionally and proportionately. The driver receives a C+. The key demand may have lacked authority, but physical resistance created felony exposure. The uncle receives an A-. Composed, documented, and fully de-escalatory throughout. 3 lessons from this encounter. Officers must identify specific legal authority for every command. Safety rationale alone is insufficient. Charge selection must match conduct. A felony anchored to a hand swat invites dismissal and civil liability. Citizens must comply first and challenge later. The traffic stop is not the venue to contest a police order. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic you would like us to cover in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more legal analysis of police interactions.
Ma'am?